Hello, I'm happy you're here. Happy 2024. It's here. The new year, it is here. We're gonna be talking about 2023 in review. We're gonna be talking about the goals for 2024, and we're gonna be working on a little organization project because 2024 overall is the year I get my life together. It's the year I get organized, or at least this first part of the year. That's the goal. Oh no, your book! We've started the year by watching Home Alone because my kiddos love it. And we've got the tiniest little flurry happening. It's just little. It's just a little bit of a flurry. You can barely even tell. That's how small of a flurry it is. I managed to take down all of the Christmas decorations yesterday, all except for the inflatables. You're reading your book? All except for the inflatables, because we had this snow stuff happen over the weekend and we were gone, so then it kind of froze them down to the ground. So the whole bits are like hardly even like opening up, like they're frozen shut. Like Frosty's little arms are just like pinched shut. Also the trees out here. Look at that little arm. It is not inflating at all. And it's covered in snow. Hi. Woo! It's chilly outside. I think we're going to have to pull it into the garage and let them thaw out and melt the snow off of it that way, because I wanted to pack them away yesterday with everything else, but it just didn't happen because they are so frozen. It's been a little bit chilly, so I've been like hugging this. I've been sat on the couch watching a Muppet movie. I'm having a really hard time getting out of like the vacation mindset. It's time to like do things again. Like all the kids programming is starting back up tomorrow, so we have swim and gymnastics, and Owen's starting basketball, and then we're finishing off skate, so it's like it's going to get busy again, but I'm still in like mode. Plus I did a lot of tidying yesterday when I took down all of the decorations and took the tree out and everything, so just trying to get myself back into like being productive. And then of course school's starting back up tomorrow as well, so it's like really all done vacation time. I've almost got the bar cleared off. We've got just a bunch of new presents. So we got a lot of like crafty and activity based presents, like all 4 of us did. So now it's just about finding a place to keep those presents, which is a little difficult because the closet is absolutely busting. So what I would like to do over the next couple of days is I want to build a recycling space out on this porch. I'll put down my water bottle so I can have a free hand. So out through this door is our garage, and it's an absolute mess. Look, pine cones we never actually did anything with. It's a mess right here. What I would love to do in the next couple of days is clear off this entire platform. On this platform I would like to get recycling units, and I would love to, for 2024, start taking regular trips to the recycling center again. That was something that I kind of stopped doing just because of like the overwhelm of other tasks I had to do, but I'm finally feeling in a place where I feel like everything else is kind of like managing. My kids are more independent and stuff like that, so I would love to get back into recycling again. So to do that, I would really like to make a place to put the recycling. There's no room in my house. Like I used to in here have like a little box to put tin cans and the plastics and stuff for the recycling, and it's just not a feasible thing to leave and put into our kitchen. We just don't have the space for it in here, but I think out on that porch is a great space for it. So they have these like stackable units. So like something like these I want to get. Oops. We are going to get more organized in 2024. We're going to do it slowly but surely. We can't fix everything overnight. Little by little. I just got to keep reminding myself that. So if you are also working on your organization and you want to like follow along, we'll do this together. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, that's what we're doing over the next couple of months. We are organizing. We are getting our lives together once and for all. I just wanted to go over a few highlights off the top of my head of 2023. I didn't write anything down. So firstly, 2023, I've really been trying to get back into having hobbies, and one of those was reading, and I just started reading on my Kindle app at the end of last year. And with doing that, I managed to read 22 books on my Kindle app last year, and I have not set a reading goal yet for this year, but I could probably double it, right? Maybe I should go for 44 books for my Kindle app for 2024. I did end up losing my reading streak, so maybe a nice little goal would be to try to beat my last reading streak on my Kindle app. I did manage to also read one physical copy book this year, which was great. And with that, I really want to start using the library more. Is one of my goals for 24, is to use the library more to get myself some easy to read fiction books, especially over a weekend, and get really simple books that I could just read in 2 days. I would like for my kids to see me read actual physical copy books. Like if I'm reading on my phone, I let them know that that's what I'm doing, that I'm reading my book. And they kind of understand that, but it's also kind of hard for them to conceptualize the fact that it's a book because it's on my phone. So I would like to move to like my visible daytime reading to actual physical copy books and save my Kindle app for nighttime and like laying in bed, because this is so easy to just like lay on my side like this and just read my book versus like having a whole book that you're trying to like turn the pages. I don't feel like there's as many positions that you can sit in your bed to read an actual physical copy book. But I think that 2023 laid a really good foundation for me to read just more in general. I want to get much more organized this year in a way that is practical. I'm not talking like the home edit, beautiful, clear acrylic bins and rainbow labels. I'm talking systems that will work for me, even if they're ugly, they'll still work. Just what we're gonna work on that recycling station coming up. It's gonna be ugly. You saw the steps. It's not even finished yet, but it needs to function. It's okay that it's ugly as long as it functions, okay? Function over beauty. Speaking of beauty, health, the wellness space that usually is at the forefront of resolutions when people bring up resolutions, which I much prefer goals, because I feel like goals are always changing, where when you make a resolution, I don't know, I think the word itself is too much for what I'm trying to accomplish. So my goals are always changing and shifting with what I need. So that's why I like to make goals. I've spoken about how my gym goals in general, what I'm working towards is to work on my flexibility, work on my posture, have better sleep, have energy to play with my kids. Like those are my health goals. So to do that, one thing that I would like to do is to find a fitness class that I like and will want to do over and over again. That's just about like going to some of the classes. They have like Pilates at my gym and anyone can just drop in and go. So I would like to be brave enough to go to one of those classes, or even look into doing pole fitness again. Also in this sphere, health, beauty, mindfulness stuff, I also want to sign up for a half marathon. So I think I have roped one of my friends into doing a half marathon with me in the fall. So now it's just about signing up and training for it. So that's on the list. I would also like to get, or be on the list to get, a tattoo. I would love a new tattoo. I tried to do it last year and it just didn't come through. So I'm putting that out this year for a goal. I want to plan a family trip. Plan and or go on a family trip out of state that isn't to Santa's Village. We love Santa's Village, but I would like to go like a little bit further, go somewhere we've never been as a family. Footnote under this goal, get Poppy her passport, because I would like to also book a trip to England so Dave can go back home and so we can bring the kids to England, because Poppy's also never been. Just having a little reflect on 2023, I have stopped my breastfeeding journey at the end of 2023. I think it must have been sometime around September, I think I stopped. And when I tell you there is a shift, there's a shift. Because when I knew I was coming to the end and I wanted to stop, I was looking up how that affects your hormones. And it's just like, oh, after 3 or so months, your hormones should start to even back out or fluctuate back usually. And I would say like within this past month, I have felt different, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that 2023 saw the end of my breastfeeding journey. What a whirlwind to do that for just about 4 straight years. What a ride. So glad that I did it. So glad it's done. My goodness. But overall, I would say 2023, I feel like as the year has gone on, I felt more like myself. I feel like I've been able to do more things that I enjoy, even if it is sneaking it in around caring for my kids and just watching my kids step more and more into themselves as at the same time that I am. Honestly, we're kind of just like growing alongside each other, and I guess that's just always kind of true, isn't it? I'm looking forward to 2024. I think it's gonna be good. All right, we are out at the Wally World. I had to do a little pop out anyway because we are dangerously low on toilet paper, and they did not drop any toilet paper off in our grocery order yesterday. So I figured might as well come out, grab the toilet paper, and while I'm here, take a little look at the storage solutions for recycling and see if I can get that little 3-pack bins and see what the size they are. Yes, it says the sizes on websites, but that doesn't work for my melon. Like, I cannot figure it out. Like, I cannot conceptualize the size just by reading it out. And hopefully we can get something today, because it would be great to clean up and then immediately after cleaning up just put out the recycling bins. So fingers crossed we're gonna strike gold in here, okay? The shopping trip was an absolute bust. I did not find those totes at all. Of course, it can't be just easy, and I didn't feel like popping next door to Home Depot either, like after, which I bet Home Depot would have something like that. So maybe I will look into going there. Maybe when Owen's in school or something, Poppy and I will pop out to check to see if they have any of those totes. It just couldn't be easy. Could not be easy, but I did find a couple, oh my god, I'm out of breath. But I did find a couple of small mid totes that are a little bit bigger than the totes that I'm using right now to hold the kids' Play-Doh and kinetic sand. So we have some kind of organization solution, just not the one we're trying to accomplish over the next couple of days. I've just been annoyed. I went to like every section I could think of that would hold those bins. No such luck. I popped up to the bathroom, not to just like to sit on the toilet and talk to you, but to put the soaps that my sister-in-law made us all for Christmas. So I brought them up to put them in my bathroom drawer. These bathroom drawers need tackling, both of them, upstairs and downstairs. They are so bad. I am feeling a little groggy today. I kind of woke up with a stuffy nose, and I slept really hard last night. Like, when I went to bed, I went to bed. I ended up ordering the recycling buckets off of Amazon, so they will be here in a couple of days.
Mommy.
You got it? All right, thank you. So the goal is going to be to clear off those steps over the next couple of days. I wanted to show off a couple of the other storage solution steps. So these are the big totes. This is the size of the tote that I bought to put the kids' Play-Doh in, which like all of the Play-Doh stuff now fits inside of one. And then I don't know if I can fit the kinetic sand in here or not. I took the Play-Doh out of this smaller bin, so like this is the upgrade we've gone to. That's the size difference.
Play-Doh.
You want to play with Play-Doh? Another organization thing I did over the last week was I bought these little these totes off of Amazon, and they have like a pocket, and they are like the perfect sizes for the Lego sets that I got for Owen. So these have been really great. These are very handy. I cut a part of the box off and I just taped it onto the front, and then it's got this pouch on it. Even though the bigger one, the pouch is a little loose so the books can fall out, but if I can find something to put these in, like in a big basket, which I do have a lot of baskets, so that way we can just like pull them up by the handle. I think Legos are gonna make its way into our life hard and fast. Like Legos are coming for us. So if we can start organizing them now in a way that will keep them contained and organized, for a lack of a better word, the better. That's better than trying to organize at a later date. Those are just some of the little bits that I've been doing over this past week to organize toys, because man, that just never stops, does it? I've also decided to rewatch Boy Meets World. I loved Boy Meets World growing up. Like, that was definitely one of my favorite shows. And I was like watching some YouTube breakdowns of the show and I was like, I should just rewatch it. We're on like the 3rd episode, I think, of the 1st season. Oh, look at this little thing I found at the store last night. All the Christmas stuff is on clearance. This is so cute. I just hung it there for now until I can take it down to the basement. Is that a good cracker? Yeah. Okay, we've had a little issue with one of Poppy's new gifts. So this is something that Poppy got from my mom, and Owen has a dinosaur one too. Poppy's has a big hole in it, and all of these things keep getting everywhere. So I have dug out my little sewing kit. Obviously I have more access to sewing bits, but this is just good for these little projects. Just a little sewing kit. If you don't have a sewing kit, you should get a sewing kit. Even if you don't know how to sew, like YouTube exists, super easy to figure that out. So I'm just gonna do a quick little attempt to save this pillow and just reinforce some of these stitches around it. I think that's the only spot that it's leaking. It's a little bit strained here as well. So probably also cut this tag off because it's enormous. Let me tell you, trying to clean dusty stuff when you feel your airways restricting, it's not great. It does not help at all. I have started like picking at some things on here. Like I said, I really want to clear this space off. My idea is that I am going to put the recycling bits here in this corner. So they're going to stack. My nose is going to drip everywhere. And then I would love to have a place for cardboard. So maybe if I can clear this space off here, I can put, oh my gosh, I can put cardboard on this bit. So back like right after I had Poppy and I had really stopped going to the recycling center and sorting out my recyclables and everything. And I was just talking to her about it and I was just like, I don't have the energy to sort. All the energy I have is just to get it out of my house. So I have to just throw things away. I can't worry about recycling it in this moment. Like, I don't have it in me. And she said to me, yeah, you can't have your trash more organized than your life. And I was like, that's so true. I can't have my garbage more organized than how I was feeling at that moment. But I am finally coming out of that moment and I want my systems to work better, and I would like to do things because I want to do them, like recycling and picking an actual organization to donate things to. That being said, I think in the coming weeks I want to tackle the basement Goodwill pile, because I want to take a look through it and see if there's anything in there that I actually want to keep. And I'm like, I have my fingers crossed that a certain shirt is going to be in there. So that's coming up. That's not right now though. So I've moved Boy Meets World over to my phone, so that's what I've been listening to in my headphones while I started to make dinner, making a little cottage pie. And I'm going to slam back one of these Pedialyte popsicles unfrozen because I can feel I've got like a headache coming and I'm a little snotty, so if I can get ahead of whatever it is, the better. Bottoms up, cheers to you. Hopefully you're feeling better than I am. Will that do anything? It's not gonna hurt anything. Okay, Poppy's outside right now. She's doing a little shoveling. She insisted on putting her Crocs on. I could not talk her into putting her actual boots on. Oh, you all right? It's a little slippy, careful. Yesterday's hair, as you can tell, we're having work done upstairs. We're starting to bust through the wall upstairs. Big things are happening in terms of our living space. I was not feeling great yesterday. I've taken a little bit of Dayquil today because I had like a headache kind of coming on, but I think I'm over the worst of it. I think the worst of it was last night. I was just drenched in my own snot. There you go. There's the information you were looking for. But I managed to sleep okay. I'm feeling better today. Taking a little bit of Dayquil, and I think I'm on the up. So whatever it was, it's been real quick, fast. What? Do you want a car? Yeah? Yes? Okay, hold on. I wonder if I'm just going to get better faster overall, like it just in general stuff, because my body's not also trying to make antibodies for somebody else. There you go. Which ties into what I talked about earlier about having ended my breastfeeding journey and thinking my hormones have finally like evened out and are fine. So I'm wondering if I will get better faster, which honestly would be wonderful, because I feel like stuff like this would usually take me out for 3 or 4 days at least, and it's been like 48 hours. I'm not feeling ill, but I am feeling very slow. I have a bunch of things that I wanted to do, but I just don't feel myself getting them done. Like I'm getting out of breath at like the easiest things, but I'm not coughing. My nose is not as stuffed anymore, and my head is feeling a bit better. It's good. I'm not great, but it's good. I think while I've got my boots on, because I just had to run out and get Poppy her jacket from the car, I think I'm gonna drive the Christmas tree out to the compost pile. Really great news. There was still water in the base when I brought it out here, and now it is frozen. I don't know. Stay back, Pops. Oh my god. Let's just tip it all the way over. See if that helps. I hate unscrewing this because then the bolts, like the little nuts, get stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
You got it? You helping? Thank you.
I'll do it.
Righty, tidy. No, I might break the stand here. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. It is frozen in there. What am I doing? I'm getting the tree out. I have sap all over my hands. Alright, I got it. We've left our tree with our tree past. Thank you. Now I gotta go clean up the porch. Holy cow. Be careful, it's icy. Okay, we are feeling better today. I just feel so much better today. I feel a little bit more lively. We've got the Thai tea. We've got the outfit inspired by Boy Meets World, because I'm always just inspired by whatever show I'm binging at the time. So today I have a long to-do list to catch up on over the last few days. I've just been, like I said, slow to go. While we wait for the bins to come, because they're meant to come today, but our mail doesn't get delivered until pretty late. So right now it's predicting 10 p.m. So I'm sure it will be like 6 or between 4 and 6, I'm gonna guess. So before we end on that, just setting the bins out and getting ready to do that kind of recycling bit again, my house is completely exploded, and we need to finally fold up the inflatables and put them away and pack like every single Christmas thing away. And while we speak, Poppy is currently pulling stuff out of the toy box. So we have a lot of things to do, a lot of errandy chores, bits, a lot of tidying. So I'm hoping to keep the motivation going. They've had a lot of meetings yesterday afternoon, so it was like just me and the kids from sun up to sundown, from eyes open to eyes shut. I was on kid duty, so yesterday was exhausting in that way as well. You know how you know how some people have like 70,000 of those on their lawns? That's such a pain to put away. Respect to the game. Respect to them for how much work goes into putting up and taking them back down. They're so dirty. We're gonna have to wash them next time because I'm not doing that now. I managed to clean the living room, and now it's messy again. And I did not even get to this mess over here at all. Magnet tiles, little garden toy, and this. But on my app it says that the totes have been delivered, but they are not at my house. The stickers I ordered to go with the totes are here. They were in my mailbox, but everything else is not here. I messaged our neighbor because sometimes they get our packages delivered to them and we get theirs. The mail carrier just ends up bringing it to the wrong house, to the wrong number. So sometimes they get their mail, so I did message them to see if they got our box. I have not heard anything back. We'll find out. Guess we're not gonna have recycling space in this video. But I am gonna make dinner. I'm going to make zucchini balls, which I've not made in a very long time, and pasta and red sauce. I'm very tired today. I read online today that you should treat January like a Sunday. It's meant for being cozy and snuggled down and not meant for like these big overhaul of goals and cleaning and things like that. And you know what? Today is that. This afternoon is definitely that feeling. I was just hoping that I could set up my little recycling boxes today, but that might just not happen today, and that's all right. I just want to remind anybody else who's also been chronically unorganized for as long as they can remember, we're not gonna get everything organized and in a place overnight. It's just not gonna happen. And that's okay. We're doing this step by step, system by system, and it's okay if it takes a long time. I have really lofty goals for the next couple months, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be achieved when I want to achieve them. And that's also okay. Okay, dinner has started, and Dave just texted me that I have boxes down the side of the garage. My neighbor texted me back, and they're like, oh, you don't have anything here. Hello? So when I bought these little tote guys, I also bought some stickers, which the mail people decided to fold and then shove into our mailbox. So they're a little beat up already, which is fine, I guess. Wait. That was so scary. Labels are on. First bit of recycling is in there from making dinner. This is what we got. Dinner is almost, get off the door. Yeah. Dinner is almost done. I'm dressed like this today, so I'm making spaghetti. We've got the zucchini balls in there, staying warm. Pasta's almost done. Sauce from a can, nice and hot. Let's turn that down. And then, so easy to tell because my oven's really clean, garlic knots. Let's look at the box instead. Oh, garlic knots. So that's dinner, and then I've got to focus really hard on the bedtime routine because I got 2 tired children. So this is going to be it from me. So thank you so much for watching, and I will meet you in the next one.